Good evening, Dean Davison, liveweatherblogs.com meteorologist. It's time for the overnight outlook, and we're going to start off with the satellite picture here, and you can see we have an upper level low sitting here in parts of Canada, cold front dragging down south, getting some showers and thunderstorms here in the Midwest United States, some severe weather going on here. Dry air has entrenched itself in the Virginias, North Carolina area. No thunderstorms has occurred today. Nice dry, cooler air there, and you have a next low moving in from the Pacific Northwest. That's moving in. Still dry air here in Arizona, unfortunately, with the fires that are going on there. As this front progresses to the east, we'll look at showers and thunderstorms later in the week. Let's take a look at our radar. You see a few areas of storms. One here in the Iowa area, Missouri area. One back here over the area of western and central parts of Nebraska, and a little bit here in Montana, and a few here in the northeastern United States. Other than that, dry around the country. We overlay the front. You can see where the low pressure's over here. A trough moving here from that low that's in Canada, and a low sitting here near the Carolinas, which will move off the coast. Not expecting much in the way there at this current time. I can see what the temperatures nationally here at roughly midnight here on the East Coast. You can see we got 60s and 70s, some cool 50s up near Boston, where the Bruins whipped on the Canucks tonight, keeping the series going. And we have the 90s still in the central parts of Texas, still hot and humid there, and you can see cooler air back here in the Intermountain West as we get close to 97 here in Phoenix, Arizona. So you can see where the cooler air with the high pressure is, and you can see where the front is compared to the warm air out ahead of it. For the rest of this evening, we're looking at storms in Nebraska, Iowa, South Dakota, and Missouri being the most probable for severe weather. And then we have, with that, tornado probabilities. And that tornado probabilities actually are in the northern parts of this area, parts of Nebraska and parts of Missouri. Everything shifts a little further to the east. We're talking about Kansas here towards the Carolinas, here with the most probable area, Tennessee Valley, for severe weather, and that includes up to tornadoes possible in and around the low area. We remain here in the Tennessee Valley, and actually this will shoot towards the Roanoke and Triad area towards the day on Thursday. It looks like the models are still in agreement that we get some storms coming in here by that time here on the eastern seaboard. These maps are done by hamweather.com, just to let you know. This is Hamweather products. Very nice, easy depiction maps to utilize. So what about the tropics? Nothing on the west coast, nothing on the east coast. And that looks to continue for a little while. Towards the end of June, we may actually have something heating up, as long range depicts that. And we're going to drop here, sea surface temperature. And we can see where the sea surface temperature is at this time. Here you go, intertropical convergence zone. You can see we do have warm water sitting there, but you also look along the east coast. We have some warm water here off the Carolinas and the Virginia coast. That can be really bad if you get this Greenland block high here, like we've been getting, and we get a storm coming up. That could push towards the coastline, and that's why the eastern United States actually has a very real threat in the future, in the near future, of having storms, especially if this develops. Any storms develop along the east coast, just get stalled by that Greenland high. The way the jet stream's been riding the northern tier, nothing will be able to sweep it out to sea. Thus, the east coast would be in threat levels. But at this point, nothing in the tropics, so that's a good sign at this point. But we're guaranteeing, only being June 14th, that business will be picking up over the next month. Weather forecast for the North Carolina and Virginia area. We're looking at 81 degrees, sunny degrees on Tuesday, Wednesday 8 degrees. Thursday, chance of thunderstorms. We're going to be around 82. Chance of thunderstorms overnight Thursday, and a chance on Friday into Friday night with only 83 degrees. The temperature staying in the low 80s to mid 80s, which is a nice difference from last week when we were in the mid 90s and near 100. So stay with liveweatherblogs.com for all your latest weather information, and we'll keep you updated. For liveweatherblogs.com, this is meteorologist Dean Davison. Have a great evening, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.